Hello, welcome to another episode. Today I'm going to show you how I'm going to attach this juniper to this deadwood. Alright, so I took the liberty to actually carve onto the deadwood wet chisel because I do not have a power Dremel to chisel all the way through in it. And most of it right here, as you can see, was the original deadwood for this piece. So what I decided was to just carve like all the way in there. For this, you have to be careful. I already cut myself, no big deal. But so what we're going to do is, like I said, just pretty much attach it to it. For this, I'm going to be using zip ties. I don't really want to drill any screws into it because the branches are fairly thin and I don't want to damage a whole lot. But yeah, zip ties are going to be our best friends for today, so we're going to be using those. In order for me to have more room of clearance here, I think I'm going to have to just pretty much take it out of the pot so that we can be able to manipulate the tree a lot better. And what we're going to do from there is just pretty much figure out which branches we can actually utilize to put this tree together. So as you can see, I already carved in the body of this piece of wood, and what we can do now is just pretty much put it in a position and figure out which branches are easier to manipulate into getting them into this carving that we have created. I believe I have come up with this part of the tree as being able to get there a lot easier. Alright, so this is pretty much what we have over here. I cut off all the zip ties, and as you can see, I have placed the whole entire branch right here, and that's going to eventually fill in the gaps in between and then thicken around it. So what's to do next? I personally felt like leaving this tree like that would actually really be in a nice way if I were to just have it in this position. However, now that I'm inclining onto it more, I feel like a cascade form would actually soothe it a lot more. Like this right here is just going to be a fixture of like dead wood, and then eventually I'm going to have the cascade just falling out this way. So what to do next is that in order for me to just leave it in a position like that, I want to be able to have it somewhere like this, and I need to reposition some of these branches that'll be with wire so that we can actually get it to the form that we actually want. So for that, we're gonna have to go ahead and clean some of the branches, that way we know exactly which one we're going to keep and which one we get to leave. That, I'm just going to go ahead and remove some of these ones right over here. Some of the branches that are way too close to the tree, and figuring out also the position in which it's going to be. So I'm guessing it's going to be somewhat like this. Just go ahead and leave it like that. I feel like since it's going to have a whole lot of movement in this direction, we also need to provide more stability on the other side. So a way to do that is to make it look a little bit more heavy over here, and for that we can actually just utilize some of these branches for that. I feel like this could be a nice low branch right over here, so we're gonna go ahead and just reposition that branch itself. Let's just shorten up the shoots a little bit right here. This shoot right here is also quite big, so I need to lower it down a little bit more. So, this one right here, like that. Go ahead and anchor this one over here. That one's there. We want to also give some clearance over there, and I feel like this whole entire tree can go off of this direction. Has some also trees here. It's coming off of that way. So this right here will actually need to be removed, just because we have two branches growing at the same spot. We don't want that. Clear it as much as I can. There. And then over here we have split of branches, which is good. That one's good. This right here, I feel like that's gonna be our apex. And then now what we need to do is just pretty much lower this right here or bring it upwards. Alright folks, so just for a change of scenery, I decided to place the tree right here. This is what we were left off with. Like I mentioned, I wanted to have this whole entire branch right here grow all the way down, and then that way we can have like a cascade style, and that's looking pretty well right now. I know we have some wire issues over there, but that's because I wanted to anchor most of the branches rather than just wiring everything as a whole. The apex is going to fill up a little bit more, and then as it fills up, I'm going to go ahead and just trim it down. But ultimately, this is what we have left. Comment down below what is your opinion about this and how far back I should actually cut back those gins. I know that one is a little bit too low and they actually just sticking up a little bit, but although they look gnarly, I kind of like it. You know, when it comes to bonsai, you don't really want to mimic every individual's trees. You want to be able to work up your own, and I like the way this one sits. But yeah, if you have any thoughts, they're more than welcome. I might be changing a little bit of the tree as time progresses, just like anybody else would, but so far I like it a lot. I hope you guys liked the video. Give it a thumbs up. I'll see you next time.